right now. Sorry. Okay, great, because we just started the analysis side of it. So thank you for that. Okay, so now we're talking about gold. So gold, in terms of how it has actually been, I'm predicting it to be more on the falling side because of the whole play of bearishness and more bearishness. And then the news came in to make USD stronger, and now it would most probably pull the prices down a little bit more. Now, this is for short-term traders, of course. Yeah, it's not a swing type strategy here. It's more like us to do intraday type trades as well. So here I'm expecting a fall, and I think it could actually be reaching 1775. So once it breaks out, I think, let's see the rate box right here, we may have some opportunity from 1790 itself. Just wait a little bit for it to just touch 1790, and then we may be able to see some more drop in prices for gold, and we can take profit at 1775 or so. So that's a bit of a selling stages that I call it. So we can sell there, and then later on look at how prices perform again for it to fall more, because I wouldn't actually leave the trade so much open, because I want to be a little bit more sensitive to the market, just in case there's a lot of surprises, because this is the timing. They're discussing monetary policy, discussing a lot of things has got to do with central banks and things like that. So here it is very sensitive. Anything can happen at any moment of time. So I wouldn't be in the market this week, especially today, tomorrow, until Friday, to leave my trade open for far too long. I just want to take a little bit. I want to trade a lot. I want to trade many pairs and many times for each pair, but not to actually leave it too long, because of the market condition at this moment of time could potentially give you a lot of surprises. So we don't want that. And I have noticed that the reversals are quite drastic as well, so you have to be very careful. So the next time around that I would see, let's say you have traded gold and you have entered at 1790 for a sell. Let's say prices have come down, broken out a little bit from this red box area and reached 1790, and then you sell at 1790, then you take profit at 1775, and then you just keep it relax and do a pending order after 1770 and below. So I would think that your next sell as a pending order after you have traded the first one is 1770. 1770 you can actually sell again. So I see that there's a gap there, little gap right there. So not to just leave the trade open too much, because I see that we've got opening price of a mother candle right there that start a little bit lower, started at 1770.37. So I feel maybe that would actually be better to take it there. So in other words, I see slightly lower that bearish zone right there. Okay, bearish zone. I will change the color as well to red. Okay. So this is the bearish zone that I can actually see. And here I think later, after you have taken profit here, and then you see it dropping more fundamental, more news pushing or pulling it down, then I would take that sell again and let it come down. For conservative traders, maybe you want to sell a little bit lower as well, just in case it pumps up here. So 1765 and below, maybe you want to start there, and then you take profit here basically. So I can change it here to blue. Slightly above. Yeah, 1736 would probably be a good take profit area, but this is pending order, guys. Okay, this one here, this red box is later. Okay, you do that pending order. The more recent one is here, so we're just waiting for it to fall more, driven by price, by market open in the UK as well, and then we can see what's going on here. Grab a little bit there, continue your sell again at 1770 later on, and then you can take profit 1736, or you can actually trade in stages. You can trade 1770, for example, and then take profit 1752. 1753 area, for example, just because we've got this nice candle right here, opening price of another candle. So that could potentially be a bit of a reversal happening there because we've got some support right here as well. Resistance becomes support, support right here can be support again. And we've got the supporting mother candle, bullish mother candle right here. So selling at 1770, let's say, or 1770.35 or something like that, and then take profit here, 1753, okay, at this blue line right here. Then you sell some more as it goes down more, you sell some more and then take profit 1736. I think that would actually be a better plan. This is through the daily chart, of course, but as we go on to 4-hour chart, you can see that trend wise, yes, it's just reversing and falling as well. On the fundamental side of it, it is supporting the fact that USD is actually getting stronger. Okay, let's just go. We can get into it deeper later on if you guys have got questions. But right now, let's take a look at pairs. I want to look at USD CHF as well. We've got some oil. We'll discuss oil as well in our other sessions. Give me a second. USD CHF. As of now, it's probably good to look at pairs that may be moving with clarity of trend. Whether or not it is clear or not, we will decide this. So let's look at this. We can see it has actually moved quite a lot. It has moved prices on the daily chart itself. As you can see, the three lines are still sideways like this, the three EMA lines, 50, 100, and 200. But we see that it has bounced off from all these three lines, making the three lines as a support and pushing price upwards. So as we can actually see, there is a bit of a trick here with USD CHF. The reason I say that is because even though it's going up, you are seeing USD versus the CHF. CHF is a safe haven. And now USD is becoming that safe haven with all the things that are going on. But as it moves up, if you look to the left, it is within a bearish zone right here and a bigger bearish zone right here. So what I would actually then do is use this daily chart just to map out our area, our zone as bearish zone right here. Give me a second. Let me just check. Okay. Okay, so now as we actually look at this, we can see through this is a bearish sell zone right here, and within it we also have the second one based on this bearish zone right here as well. Okay, so they're all bearish. So in other words, as it goes up, it may have the ability to actually reverse here, okay, at this area. So whatever you do, getting excited with the buying of USD CHF, it's probably best to look into this 9231 area, not bad, 9230, for example, to actually exit. But I would take it a little bit lower just to be safe at the 9227, 9210 itself to actually look at getting out of it. Okay, just so that we free up our worry and things like that and focus on other pairs that we can actually trade. So there you go. Now it is time maybe at 9210 to actually exit, not to look at anything else, but perhaps it is beginning to reverse. Okay, so here we can see in the 4-hour chart, it's indeed beginning to reverse because it's giving us that hint of that long candle to the upside. Okay, so the long candle to the upside is the wick is giving the long needle, not the long candle, the long needle to the upside. The wick itself is giving us the hint that it's weakening to the upside. Okay, so that does actually then tell us, oops, it's got an area that it wants to come down to. And when we are at the 4-hour chart, we can again look at another bearish area right here. So this is a, I would think, selling type opportunity. Again, it's starting to reverse, as I can see USD CHF. Maybe it's still an uptrend, but it's reversing. And as it reverses, it's got more and more mother candles, bearish mother candle. We've got this very big one right here as well. So then I will also mark this from the opening price of that mother candle down to this area right here. Maybe take this here better with that bullish mother candle there, take it there, and there you go. So I think what we can actually do is sell the USD CHF as opposed to write the correction instead of looking at more buying opportunity, as it is actually weakening at this moment of time. So here, for example, if I was to look into this, we can see that as it weakens with a pin bar candle on the 1 hour chart, we will wait for it to actually enter this red color zone, red color box right here, and then we can actually start selling. So what is the best selling pending price that you may have would actually be 9190. Okay, 0.9190 can start selling, for example. And if you want to be more conservative, you can actually start selling a little bit lower at 9170. So either 9190 or 9170. Now let's use one or two indicators, especially the stochastic oscillator, to look at whether or not we've got some divergence going on. I think we do have a bit of divergence here, meaning that it is signaling the turnaround of price, okay, from upside coming downwards. So here, for example, higher high, no divergence this side, but then on the lows, this is a higher low, but this one here, the low is the same level. So yes, we do have a bit of a divergence there, signaling a potential reversal, okay? So if we go into the 1 hour chart, USD CHF, yes, a very clear divergence on the 1 hour chart as well. So 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart telling us, yes, it most probably will reverse, mainly because here you've got a higher high, here you've got a lower high, right? So that is divergence, as simple as that, signaling a potential reversal. So there you go. So you can actually sell at 9190. I would use the 4 hour chart better, because you can actually see it clearer right here. So I would enter at 9190, okay, as your pending sell order right there. Okay, so 9190, have that red as well, so all yellow, just to mark it there for visibility. 9190 or 9170, entirely up to yourself to actually sell. I like the one lower right here because it's respecting that really big mother candle that you can see, bearish mother candle. That bearish mother candle from the opening price right there, just the body itself, it's about 75 pips or so, okay, just the body on the 4 hour chart. So definitely you can grab something out of it, some pips to actually trade. So 91 here, it's signaling 9170 area. So you could choose it, whether you want to can take about 30 to 40 pips from either 9190 or 9170. Okay, so that's basically, I think, the best way forward to look at that. We have got a strong support area based on the mother candle right here. So that's 9154. So I would think that you can actually exit at 9160. So no matter what you do, try to exit at 9160. Okay, so you can start selling either now or later as a pending order, but make sure, because my concern is the exit price. So exiting at 9160 is quite important. Okay, so yeah, there you go. 9160 you can exit. You can sell either now or 9190 or 9170. It's entirely up to yourself. Okay, and you want to monitor the prices there on shorter time frame, or using your indicators or your style of trading or methodology strategy. And then my concern is, as I've mentioned, is the exit. So whatever you do, it looks like it's got divergence, it's got potential for a reversal to the downside. So I would exit at 9160 no matter what happens, just to keep myself safe. All right, and that's basically it. So what is the size of the drop in terms of pips? 91.90, let's say. Let's say if it's you begin selling at 91.90, right there. Oops. Okay, let's say it's there. And then 91.60. So that's about 30 pips or so. Okay. So you've got the power right there with all these mother candles, giving you hints that there are definitely opportunity and selling power, not buying, selling power right there. Okay. Any questions? Any questions so far about USD CHF? Let me just check the message. Give me a second. Second. Any questions at all, guys? Give me a second. All right. Any questions? You guys okay so far? All good? USD CHF is clear. There's a lot of people buying it and indicators showing a lot of USD strength, but sometimes it's a matter of timing as well. It may be correcting at this moment of time. Okay, good. So very good. Now that is USD CHF. So I want to also take a look as I've written down AUD USD right here. So we've got AUD USD here. So as we've mentioned earlier on as well, it's got more bearishness to the trend for AUD USD. It is definitely showing that very clearly on the daily chart as well. Right here, you've got wicks as well of candles just getting stuck at the EMAs right there, as you can see, and then further bearishness coming down. It's gone past this area of resistance as well. And we just want to go into lower time frame like the 4 hour and then the 1 hour, maybe the 30 as well, and then take a look at how is it actually performing. Now at this moment of time, it looks like it's lacking bearish mother candles from the area of the current price right here. You see all this current price. I don't see the quality mother candle, long mother candle coming downwards from the price. So I'm a little bit weary of just selling at this moment of time, even adjusting with the price and all that. I just see, the further back you see the mother candle, the confidence level drops. If you see mother candles here, let's say mother candles are sooner or closer to the current price or the current day that we are analyzing it, the better the possibility is. We do have here a mother candle here, came down. So there is some power, but I'm a little bit worried about here. We have got all this bullishness going on. So the question is whether or not it is correcting at this moment of time. So what I would also do is have this stochastic just to guide me through and see whether or not we might find some divergence. We don't know. So here, looking at the price now, right here, let's say price here, and there seem to be a bit of a divergence here. It doesn't really match properly. So here, for example, see this peak or this low right here, it is on this low, and then current price is here, right? So from the price, it's a slope downwards, but from here, it's a slope upwards. So there is a bit of a hint that price may want to correct at this moment of time. I also see the wick is building up to the downside. So the weakness is to the downside for AUD USD on the 1 hour chart. Now, as it actually weakens, the wick is touching the 200 EMA as well, which is a sign that one finds support there. Now, as it finds support there, let's say it got stuck the wick there, I can see that it sort of almost mirror a bullish candle opening price of a bullish mother candle right here. So that would probably be a sign that it wants to actually reverse. So it's quite risky to actually just sell the AUD USD, despite it being weaker and weaker. It's getting weak. It still is in the bearish type zone. Especially on the daily chart, it becomes clearer and stronger, but that also means it's for later on, not for now. Okay. Also on the weekly chart, you can see we have got some very strong bearish area right there. So, but that shows us that it's not for now, it's for later. You want to sell and make good money with AUD USD, you can, but not now. So that is what it's trying to tell us. Okay, so you see, like here, it's later, I would think. I would think 7340 onwards would probably be better, but not now. It might need to go a little bit lower because it might want to correct itself. So we've got about 200 plus pips right here in this zone, but that is based on the weekly chart. So we want to know whether or not the let's say 1 hour chart or 4 hour chart better, whether that is a possibility. Now, it is, for me, it's not really much of it may have some little selling and then go up, and little selling and then go up kind of thing, mainly because in this whole zone, even in the 4 hour chart, or let's say the daily chart, is better, having more what do you call that, bearish candle right there, bearish power, okay, selling power. So it's good in a way, but that tells us it's not for now. Maybe if we start selling now, we may not get a good opportunity to actually see that we are getting our profit going up. Why? Because there's just no selling power, you know. So if I want to confirm that selling power as well, in terms of trend strength, I can go on to average directional movement index and look at whether or not that blue line is above. Now, the blue line is definitely above at the 4 hour chart, at the 1 hour chart, not too bad as well, and then the daily chart. So there is definitely trend strength. The trend is strong, but the participation in the market may be a little bit weaker. We want more and more sellers going in, pulling the price down, and then we participate with these big sellers. But at the moment, no big sellers. All these are small sellers in previously, so maybe the same thing will occur again in this area to come down, small sellers as well. So yes, you can sell, but then you wouldn't get that satisfaction of seeing that the market is really dropping. So not really on AUD USD for now, but I think perhaps they're actually waiting for something to trigger or as a catalyst in the Chinese data figure, maybe because it's correlated with the economy of Australia, or anything that comes out of Australia itself, maybe to confirm their lockdown in certain cities as well and stuff like that. Okay, so not really that exciting at this moment of time. Exciting meaning we want the market to move fast for us, and we want the intraday trades to trigger and take profit as well quite fast. So not in Australian dollar for now. Maybe after London Open, it could actually show us a better picture. Okay. All right. So here, there you go. Good. The USD. Now we'll take a look at USD Jpy as well. You guys have got any questions, any pairs that you guys want to take a look at? USD CHF, we'll take a look. USD Jpy, Euro GBP. Perhaps we'll just take a look at USD Jpy first. AUD Jpy. Okay, we can take a look at AUD Jpy. Now, AUD is seen to be bearish side, but again, it's against the Jpy or AUD USD. Okay, let's take a look at USD. Yeah, because for me, I see it a downtrend, but I don't see you getting anything out of it. Even if you sell, it might be slow, so yes, you can actually sell at 73.40 pending order. 73.40, yes, you can. And then 71.60 as the take profit, but that's the long-term side of it. So let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. Let's see, give me a second. So 73.40, yes, you can start selling there. That's pending order, okay? And 73.40. I prefer the 4 hour chart. It's a bit clearer right there. So yeah, I think if it's 73.40, then you take profit at 73.10. Yeah, so that's 30 pips potential. It's just I'm not very excited with AUD because I don't see bearish participation by very big mother candles. So I think probably better to look at another pair as well. But there's no harm to put a pending order on it. Yeah. Okay, 73.40 and then take profit 73.10. Okay, so USD JPY. See what's going on here. I'll just wipe out everything here first. Okay, so on the 4 hour chart, it's quite clear. It looks like it wants to mainly to respect this mother candle area right here. As it moves lower, it will have the bigger mother candles as well. So let's take a look at USD JPY is really interesting because USD is not, if you see USD strength or being bullish, doesn't mean it's bullish all across the border. So they might, it has different mechanics with different currencies. So here, if we take a look at this one here, I can see that here based on the mother candle itself, oops, a second, is based on this selling zone by this mother candle, this bearish mother candle right here, okay? And that is the 110.37. Let's see the size of this bearish zone. It's only about 30 plus pips, actually 35, 36 pips right there. Let me just take a look. Right, we've got some area here to take precaution for support. That's a little bit low. I want to look at areas that are a little bit higher. 110. 110, actually, there's a possibility to actually sell right now, but they take profit at 110.10. So yes, there is a possibility there. It's weakening on even on the daily chart. There, okay. Yeah, I think to be safe, if you want to trade USD JPY to the downside, then you can start selling now. And basically on the spot trading, selling now and taking profit at 110.10. Okay, so 110.10. So that gives you about 20 plus pips also. 20, yeah. So that is a bit of an opportunity in selling there as it goes lower than 110.10, heading towards 110.00, then and breaks out of this red box, then we have got more opportunities in selling. Mainly for the longer time frame as well, we've got more power of the bearish candle. So it's looking good once it actually breaks out of this area. For now, yes, a little bit of selling. You can sell now and take profit at 110.10. Okay. All right, there you go. That's basically it. Any other questions, guys? Before we end the session, and you guys can communicate with me directly. Okay, GBP USD. On the heat maps and also the top movers, I've not really seen. We did have some participation by traders on GBP, but clarity of trend is lacking for GBP pairs. So let's take a look again. Let's see, and we'll take a look at GBP USD for sure. We've got it at second place right here. Now we have got more dots beginning to be clearer. So AUD USD now has got that 4 dots right there, and it's on the top of the list. Second is GBP USD, still selling though. Be aware that there is a correlation between GBP as a whole with gold. Okay, so it is showing downside for gold, most probably GBP crosses as well. GBP USD may be the clearer one amongst all other GBP pairs to actually take a look at. We didn't see any other GBPs except for GBP CHF down here, but we do have GBP USD getting clearer in terms of the trend as well. So yeah, I think this could actually be good for us to take a look at. There you go. So GBP USD, yes, this is the one that has got a GBP JPY and GBP USD seems to be the ones to show lots of downward movement. I've drawn this ABCD here, but then the C point went up higher. So from a 50% type C point, it went up to 78.6 C point. So that's quite good. But what I think is best to do is to clear all this out and restructure everything for GBP USD especially. And there you go. So here you can see clearly that it is actually going downwards, but it's also got a very clear support area right here at the end of that mother candle here. This is based on the 4-hour chart. So if you're selling right now or you intend to sell, you can sell now, for example, and then later on it will actually be a little bit too late if you want to sell because it's going to go to the 37.50 area and things like that. So but what I think you can actually do is to take profit at 37.30. So 37.30 would probably be good to actually take profit. So you've got about 30 plus pips there to take. So you can trade now on a sell for GBP USD. This is based on both the 1-hour chart and the 4-hour chart. And there you go. You can see that. Okay. It's creating that wick right here on the 1-hour chart though, and also on the 4-hour chart. Now, the reason for that could actually be it may want to correct first before going down lower. Also, we've got this support area by this mother candle here at 37.54. So basically, it means that, yes, if you want to sell now, you can probably, but it's probably already made its mind to start reversing and has already booked its space to reverse from 37.54 area from that wick right there. You see, so it may be a little bit risky to start selling now though, mainly because there is a potential for it to reverse first before it goes down lower, I think. So on the daily chart, it looks like, yes, you've got the support area right there, quite a number, and strong support as well, another one around here. So let's take the stochastic just to get a hint of whether or not it is planning to reverse at this stage. No clear divergence for GBP USD on the 4-hour chart, but let's take a look. Okay. Yes, there is a divergence on the 1-hour chart though. That means for now, mainly due to this one here. You see here, this one is a lower low, but then here lower, higher low. Okay, so yeah, there's a clear divergence on now. So basically what it's telling me is that there's no divergence so much in the 4-hour, but there's a divergence on the 1-hour. That basically means anytime from now to about 30 minutes time, it may have the potential to actually reverse first So no, don't take that sell trade yet, mainly because it wants to reverse first. Now, if it does actually reverse on the 1 hour chart itself, it may have the chance to reverse, go up, but shortly. It's a short burst of upward trend. I think maybe about 30 pips or so, and to go up to the end of this mother candle right here, and then to come back down again. Now, if it does actually do that, then I think the trend will still be to the downside for Gbp USD. But I think it's better if it's actually going up and go up a little bit higher to the 38.2 at least minimum, mainly because if it does actually go up a little bit higher and then reverse, which is exactly at the 200 exponential moving average, then we will have a potential to see this as a bearish ABCD pattern, because we need the C point to be minimum 38.2. Yeah, so there you go. It would look something like this. So I will just leave that there, and then we can evaluate and see. No, it's a little bit wrong. Sorry about that. Oops. Okay. So I'm just going to measure that. If that's my AB, and I potentially see these 3793 or 94 area, for it to go up to that area at least first to correct, and then I'll take the sell, but only because it's based on the ABCD geometric pattern, but it needs to come up here. If it doesn't go up to this area and reverse earlier, then I cannot see it as a geometric ABCD pattern to the downside, mainly because it didn't meet the criteria of C point being minimum of 38.2%. Okay, so there you go. All right, so that's basically it. I've got Raj joining us. Hi there, Raj. How are you doing? All good. You need to type out your conversation with us. Okay. Yeah. How are you doing, Raj? Thank you for joining. We're just about to end though, but maybe we can leave you a couple of minutes as well. If you've got something to share, you can type it out, and it would actually help us as well. So I want you to meet. There's not a number of people in the room. It's only 2 or 3 of us, mostly from Malaysia. And basically, we will send the recording out usually to thousands of the community that I have as well. But then for now, it's just, just us here. Okay. All right. So, Raj, you have anything to share at all, perhaps on gold and anything else that you want to share? Raj is a gun specialist, so gun, everything gun related, gun circles, gun boxes, analysis on various instruments, almost all instruments that he can actually analyze would actually be represented by the
Hello, hi.
candlesticks or the chart
Can you hear
itself,
me?
and he can analyze them using gun. So you guys have got any questions as well? But gun, I will call Raj Guru Gun anyway. Guru Rajgan. So he basically is very much into the long-term swing trading style, but of course we can always break it up into smaller chunks in terms of time frame. Okay, so
Can you hear me? Hello.
You guys can hear me? Something is wrong. I see a message, but I cannot see the message. Okay. Okay. Not sure what's happening with my message here. Wait, let me scroll down. No, they cannot hear you. No, I think it's not your device. It's not your device, Raj. Give me a second. Let me, it's not your device. And let me just see whether I can unmute you. Okay, give me a second. I can make you host. Yeah. Okay. Try it, Raj, to speak. Testing 1, 2, 3. Raj, can you I've changed you to the host. No. Mute. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. No. Is it working, Raj? If it's not, I'll just testing 1, 2, 3. The rest of you guys can hear me, right? Raj, I'm not sure whether you can hear me. If you probably better if you can hear, let me just type a message as well. Give me a second. Yeah, okay. I'm still on, but I think he probably maybe his connection or something like that, because he just went out again. We'll give him 1 or 2 minutes if you guys don't mind, and we'll take it from there. Let me message Raj as well on connection. Okay, he has replied. I think he's got a bit of a connection problem. Ah, let's see, he's back. Okay. Hi, Raj, you okay? Okay, I think, no, it's got to do with his connection for sure. Let me tell him Friday would probably be better. Okay, so I've mentioned to him that he'll join me on Friday and we'll have a nice session so you guys can ask questions. He will share his predictions based on his gun techniques. And then you guys can also ask him direct questions on intraday, shorter time frame type, but he'll give you the whole big picture and then we will break it up together on what you can trade for the day. Okay, all right. So there you go. This is GBP USD. This is what I see potentially it'll drop right here based on this kind of pattern only if it goes up to this level. Okay, so it needs to go up to this level right here to 3793 or 94 at least. So the correction, the higher it goes correction, the better it is to solidify this GBP USD pattern right here. Okay, so that's basically it. So yeah, it's got some area right here. So it's already past. I cannot say that it's already past the centroid because this pattern is not confirmed yet. Mainly only after it goes upwards here. Okay. But it's a little bit tricky here as well. Let me just probably take this one out because it might confuse most people here. So I cannot take that as my B right here. I have to take this as my B. So here, for example, if I take that as my A, and if I do take this as my B right here, then it has to go up to much, let's see, yeah, the same area at 37.93. Okay, minimum, it has to go up right there. So, okay, so my A and B, I need to adjust it a little bit. So it's actually here to here, but I'm not sure whether it might actually go lower than this wouldn't be B anymore. So at this moment of time for GBP USD, it's probably best for us to trade to the downside because it's got bias to the downside. It is bearish, but I will wait. For me personally, I would prefer to actually wait for it to make the correction go up first to 37.93, and if it does actually starts to how we call that, reverse anywhere between there or even here, for example, 37.97, 37.93 area, then it means that it is reversing at that level that could potentially be the C point, and that C point will be 38.2. Okay, so then we can see it, let's say it's there, we can see it drop down to this area at 36.96 or something like that. Take that away. I'll just take that away as well. And yes, there you go. So now we have got a better pattern. Only if it starts to go up and reverse around there, then this pattern becomes a geometric ABCD pattern because it needs to have a C point minimum, 38.2. Okay, so for GBP USD, a little bit too early for the sell. Unless you want to take the reversal to the upside, I prefer not to do that for myself because I'm a trend trader. I prefer to trade to the downside since the predominant trend as well in larger time frame and the power of sellers are actually waiting here as well, all this area. So I see it a potential to actually sell it rather than buy. We do have some other candles, selling other candles and all that as well on the 4-hour chart. So there is a possibility. There's also some support area right here. I will take that a little bit up there as well. Okay. So I know that there's some support there. I will change this to blue just to indicate some support as well. Later. Okay, brilliant. So there you go. So that's 37, 34 area, a bit of support. Also this area right here, but I'll take it a little bit earlier support right here. Okay, so there are areas of support as well to take into consideration. So yeah, but at this moment of time, I just want it to go up and reverse there. Then I know that I've got an opportunity to sell it following the geometric ABCD pattern. But at this moment of time, it's just a little bit too early to do anything yet because I've not solidified this. I mean, the prices out there hasn't solidified my pattern yet because it hasn't, the C point hasn't happened yet. There's no C point right there, so there is no pattern. Okay, all right, but that is what could potentially happen, but we don't know that yet. All right, there you go. That's for GBP USD in my perspective. Any other questions, guys, before we end the session? All good? Okay. All right. Thank you, Alfred. Okay. If there's any questions, Alfred, directly, just message me on Telegram. Okay. No problem. All right. With that, I want to thank you guys for your time and end the session for today. And we will see you guys on Friday with Raj Grewal as well. And we will have more. Okay. We'll have more. Thank you very much, Alfred. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Okay. So we will see you guys again soon. Okay. Have a good day and we'll see you on Friday. Okay. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.